fun. You're gonna love it.
What's the best part about 6th grade so far?
Field trips. We went to Kellogg's Cereal City this year.
And we get to go to Washington, D.C. next year.
And in 8th grade, we get to go to Cedar Point.
What has been the scariest thing in 6th grade so far?
It was when I didn't fill out my grade sheet in Mr. Wickman's class, and then he told my mom.
Jordan, tell me about planners.
You have to fill them out with pencil, and you have to fill them out completely. And your homeroom teacher checks them for the first 2 weeks, and your parents have to sign them.
What happens if you don't fill your planner out?
You get a bird.
Okay, Shelby, tell me about how incompletes work in the junior high.
Okay, after you get 3 incompletes in one class, you get a bird per quarter. So you get 3 incompletes in one quarter. In the first quarter, you get a bird. And if you have Mr. Wickman, do not get incompletes because he freaks out. And that's basically everything about incompletes.
What advice do you guys have for the upcoming 6th graders?
Okay, in English, he gives you games. Play them, because they help. And if you don't play them, he'll find out, and then you'll get in trouble.
Bring everything like highlighters, pens, sharpened pencils, and all your books to class, even if you are having a test, or you can get incompletes.
Bring a book to every class, because if you forget to bring it to Mr. Muller's class, you'll have to write, "I will not forget to bring my book," and if you fill out the whole entire page, then you get a berth.
Have to give to the 6th graders.
Make sure that you fill out your planners and always go sign just to get introduction. That's not good.
It's always good to read your books for AR because you need the points for your late grade.
Don't be intimidated by older kids, even the big kids like Nathan.
What is your biggest fear in coming into the 6th grade?
My biggest fear was getting 3 incompletes and then getting a berth.
Did you get any?
I haven't gotten any berths, but I've gotten incompletes. Because when I was in 5th grade, I got like 2 incompletes in a subject a lot of times. I thought it'd be harder in 6th grade.
Okay, Chelsea, your
My
biggest fear.
biggest fear was like coming and changing classes and losing stuff like on the way to the class, you know, so you could drop it.
Was that a fear that came true?
Not really, because, you know, it's like maybe 5 feet from the next door.
Okay.
I didn't really have a fear, but I thought it was just another year of school. But my biggest fear was Mr. Wickman, like getting incompletes and stuff.
So was that a true fear to have?
Yeah.
Thank you. What was your biggest fear?
My biggest fear was math because I thought it would be hard and that I would fail it. But once you understand it, it's okay.
So was your fear real? Was it really hard?
Well, parts of it were, but not all of it. It was okay.
Okay, the teacher help you out?
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
Okay, what was your biggest fear?
My biggest fear was changing classes.
Why?
Because just changing classes and maybe going to the wrong class is kind of scary.
Okay, and was it hard to get to the wrong place and all that, or did you get to the
No.
right place? Okay,
I got to the right place.
good. What was your biggest fear?
My biggest fear was failing health class because we had Mr. Collins, and I mean, he was mean last year, but he's okay this year.
Okay, good. Your guys' biggest fear going into the 6th grade?
My biggest fear was probably being late to class and getting like 3 tardies and having to do a detention.
Did that happen?
My biggest fear was Mr. Wickman because my sister always told me like bad things about him, that he was really scary and all that stuff.
So is he scary as she says?
No, he can be, but he's not really anymore.
My biggest fear was like having to be in study table or like just like getting a bad grade.
Okay, and you were in study table, weren't you, some? How bad was it?
You just had to sit around and just study and do your homework.
Did it help you? Junior high so far.
Switching classes and having 6-minute periods, and not having the same teacher all day.
Why is that good?
Because you don't have to stare at him for at least 6 hours straight.
What has been good about junior high so far?
The field trips, they were really fun when we got to go to Michigan to the Kellogg's cereal factory. The bus trip was really fun, and then we got to play around on the stuff that was there.
What's been good about 6th grade so far? you have, even though you don't have as many field trips, you have a few good ones. You get to go to Scott's and help out there and then you get to go to, well, we went to Kellogg City. I don't know if you guys go to the same place. And then we also have 45-minute classes, so all the classes are the same length. It's been good about 6th grade so far.
You get to go to dances and have fun. You have a dance every quarter, and then when you're in 7th and 8th grade, you get to go to a formal NDC.
Tell us what life is like for a typical 6th grader in your class.